I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me, still with the dolls that I grew beside, all the niggas round me, die and they die, gotta watch the time cause it's flying right by.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girlies! So today's video is going to be what a lot of you guys have been waiting for via TikTok. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's why I haven't been posting on YouTube. I'm not abandoning y'all, but I have definitely been a lot more active on TikTok, posting Hollywood scary story times and just weird situations that I was involved in or seen as a fellow resident of Hollywood, California. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Nessa. I am 26 years old. I currently live in Nevada. I am in the process of selling my house and moving away right now. But for a couple of years, I did live in Los Angeles, and I lived specifically in Hollywood on Vine Street, straight at the crossroads of Hollywood Boulevard and Vine Street. And just living there, I experienced such weird stuff in the building that I lived in. I experienced weird things at parties, weird things just in general. Some of these weird things being more creepy, some of these things being a little bit more demonic. On TikTok, I stitched, which if you don't know what that means, I basically duetted, replied to another girl's TikTok. She was talking about her experience living in Hollywood and how dark it was. So I stitched her video and I shared some of my experiences, and that video ended up getting like 10 million views. And everybody is asking me like, what did you see in that room? What are you talking about? Because I did mention that I did go to a party and I opened up the wrong door looking for the bathroom, and I saw some weird shit that I had to act drunk and act like I didn't see anything to get myself out of the situation, and I have yet to say what I saw. So in today's video, we love the lighting. We're about to have a little sesh moment. Yum, paper. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I just found so strange, and I have just been waiting for the moment. Okay, I've been waiting for the moment to see this happen. So, okay, hold on, let me hit this first. So if you've been following me for years, you may remember a video that I posted while I lived in LA. I was talking about my friend's boyfriend who's into weird satanic like ritual stuff. He used to go and link up with this woman that was one of the housewives. I'm not gonna say which county, okay, but put it together. It's not hard. He was messing with one of them, like not messing, but like he was letting her pay him to do rituals and weird shit to his body, and he was the vessel for a lot of weird stuff. And if you don't know what vessel means, I'm not talking about a boat. I am talking about like he allowed things into his body in exchange for getting paid for doing that, and they promised him that he would be famous one day. So all these years, bitch, okay, all these years, I'm like, okay, where is he? Where is these promises? Because this girl, she was in love with him, okay? Like my friend was in love with him. He was a cool dude. He was nice, but he had this stare. He had this stare. I don't know. I look at people's eyes and I could tell if people are sad. Like you might look at me and think I'm sad. No, but like I look at some people and I'm like, okay, that bitch is going through it. Like you could be smiling, but I could read your eyes. And I look at some people's eyes and I see evil. When I look at this man, when I saw him, because he lived a couple floors above me, referencing that TikTok that I posted where I told you guys that somebody that building. Every time I ran into him vocally, he was very nice, but just he had this very dark look in his eyes. I can't. It was like looking into an abyss, a black hole, scary. Like, baby, I'm not a priest, but something in that body needs to be exorcised, okay? Like, something needs to be removed via the Holy Spirit. This whole time I'm wondering, like, where's Mans? Like, what happened? I thought he was gonna be famous. He was letting them do all this crazy stuff, and, like, he's not lying to his girlfriend. He would tell her, like, oh, like, I'm sorry, I can't go to dinner tonight. I have a thing with blah, blah, blah. She has to do blah, blah, blah to me. And the relationship obviously didn't last. And she ended up moving out of LA after they broke up, and like, it was kind of strange. So one day I'm sitting down getting my hair done and I'm looking at the TV and I'm like, no fucking way. No fucking way. And the girl that's doing my hair is like, oh, you like this show? I'm like, no girl, I never seen this before in my life, but I recognize one of these contestants. And who the fuck was it on this reality show? Oh, contestants? I don't know. Participators? His demonic ass was on there. Ooh. I'm telling her the story and I'm looking up his profile to show her. And tell me why like all those old photos were like deleted and he only has recent photos of him like doing yoga and like super peaceful and happy. It was just very strange to see that he finally made it to TV after all these years, and just knowing like what happened in the background was just very strange. Another story that I have from Hollywood. So before Anthony, I met Anthony when I was living in Arizona, but before, when I was living in LA, I went on a date. How did I meet this guy? I don't even remember. This man was on Disney. Went out to eat. It was very awkward, but for some reason he asked me to be his girlfriend and I said yes. Like, I genuinely do not know why I said yes, because it just all like crashed so fast. First date, like I said, it was okay. It was kind of awkward, but I don't know why I said yes. Once I get back up to my apartment, why does this man call me immediately? Okay, like I'm up the elevator and it says, oh, 4 missed calls, because I was in the elevator, so they didn't go through. So I call him back. I'm like, oh my God, did something happen? Like, are you stuck in the garage? He's like, oh no, like I just wanted to talk to you. Like, sir, I just saw you and I asked you all these questions and you were like silent the whole time, but now you want to FaceTime, like spill your whole life, which is exactly what he did. He started telling me all this stuff and telling me all his experiences working at Disney and how all creepy the producers were. And I'm like, what do you mean creepy? Like, go ahead and dive in. And he shared a couple stories with me. I'm obviously not gonna like sit here and spill all his business, but all that stuff that you hear about, like the creepy ass like Hollywood people, yeah. So now fast forward to our second date. This time we go to the mall and I actually ran into my friends there. It was very weird because the second that we ran into my friends, he like disappeared. Like, sir, like they're not paparazzi. Bitch, that's like me walking around LA like, oh my God, like I hope Hollywood Fix doesn't like take a picture of me. Like, bitch, no one cares. One time Hollywood Fix took a video of me and my friend. We were literally just walking by. Like, we had our Uber drop us off at a friend's house that was a couple houses down and we saw a crowd at another house. So we're like, what's going on over here? Like, let's walk down and see what happened. So we walked down and Hollywood Fix is there and there's all these kids and they're like, this is the or was it like the Team 10 house or something? I don't know, it was somebody's house. And I was like, oh my God, like cool. Like, I did not know that. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be back there. And everybody accused me of like calling paparazzi on myself. Why would I do? Who am I? Like, what am I promoting? Did I have an album to promote? Like, oh, I'm promoting my latest story time. Ah! Ain't nobody calling paparazzi. Like, boo, no one's trying to take a picture with you. Like, no one's starstruck. But maybe I was, because I think that's why I said yes to being his girlfriend. Like, damn, all it took was a Pokeball. That was it. That's sad. We dashes into a random store. I'm pretty sure it was like a Macy's or a Dillard's or something. So I tell my friends bye and I dash into that store too. And I'm like, okay, where is this man? Like, this is a big department store. I don't know where you are. There's multiple levels and I'm looking around. Why is this man in the middle of the women's clothing section just crying? And he just starts crying and crying and crying and just like walks out. Didn't block me, but he did do the soft block where it forces you to unfollow him and he unfollows you as well. So I guess you could say I dated a Disney star for 2 days. It was just very interesting how like the first date was very awkward. He asked me to be his girlfriend and then he tells me all these like stories and then we begin our like second date and he like immediately like starts crying. I wonder if he like regrets telling me the stories. I won't say them online. I won't say nothing. He like realized like, oh my gosh, she's a story timer. Fuck. So you probably want to know what I saw in that room. I ran into a room on accident. I was looking for the bathroom. I went into the wrong room and I saw some shit and I had to act like I was drunk and off something and just like stumbled my way out. I like half closed the door and somebody came and slammed it shut. So like, I think I did the acting very well. Ever since I made that TikTok about a month ago, I have talked to several of my friends and asked them like, would it be safe? Should I even like talk about this kind of stuff online? And they said obviously like you can talk about it, but don't like do too much and don't share too much because you don't want to like come visit LA, visit one of us, and you know how people get down out there. You just don't want to like say that, I don't know. I feel like people are expecting me to say that like I opened it up and it was like red walls and like dripping floors and like it was not Count Dracula's dungeon, okay? It was a regular looking room with white walls, but there was something in the middle and things were happening in there. Probably gotta be careful with what I say. I don't know how my friend is just going hard and saying everything online because like, I'm watching my back. No, nothing I say can get me in trouble because everything I'm saying is a lie. Hi, I'm crazy, I'm crazy, I'm crazy. I saw a large round table in the middle of this room. Oh my God, girl, what do I say? One person showing their face that I recognized. 3 other people not showing their face, so I couldn't recognize them. Person in the middle, things being done to them. They were awake. Creepiest part is that the person that was in the middle of the table was smiling while these things were happening. When I fake stumbled out of that room, I obviously told my friends what I saw and they told me it's consensual, don't even worry about it. Like, what are you talking about? It's consensual, like that, what do you, like, that was like some weird shit. Like, I know they were smiling, but like that was some weird shit. And you wanna know what the fuck they told me? things like that happen in places like this for a reason, okay? Like, it's happening for a reason. Just like leave it alone. That person that was in the middle, I did not know who they were at the time. At the time, I thought it was a random person. And it's almost like they just became super famous out of nowhere. So I don't know what the hell is going down there, what people are doing at these parties, because I thought I was just at a random party. Because if you went downstairs, it was a normal party. It was just a bunch of people, like random people that I didn't know. So it wasn't like some like exclusive event. Like when I walked in, I remember they tried to charge my friends. Half of my crew came in and then the other half was still at the door, and they were like, oh, it's gonna be $100 for each of you. It was just like a regular party. The only thing that was like stupid from the get-go was the fact that they let me and like all my other girlfriends in, and then they stopped all the guys at the door and they tried to charge them $100 each. But it was just like another party, and I mean, look, they were over here trying to scam at the door, so you wouldn't expect to go in the wrong room and see what I saw. To be honest, after that night, I'm pretty sure I only went to like a couple parties after that, and it would just be like a themed thing, like, oh, it's Halloween, so we're gonna go to like a Halloween party that's hosted by TikTok or hosted by blah blah blah. Like, sure, let's go. But I pretty much have ended my like house party days, my days where I just go to random people's houses, mansions. I do not care. Like, I've told my friends this, like, I do not go to random people's homes anymore. That's not the vibe. Like, I know what goes down here. I know, like, I can just think everything is normal and I'm going to this person's house to have a good time, and then it could just make a complete like flip, because that is what happened before. Like, I've had several experiences where it's just been like weird. So like, and now I've seen this other stuff, so like I just don't want to possibly get caught up or stuck in something like that again, because what if I'm not able to like act my way out of it, or what if I'm not able to get out of it? So that person that I was talking about, they're famous now. They're on TV. They're not like a A-list, you know, actor, but they're famous. I would say more B-list. So whatever the fuck they did, it worked. That influencer that I mentioned earlier, whatever the fuck he was doing, it worked. Where do I sign up? Just kidding. Nah, like, I feel like that stuff is not worth it. Like, no. Like, that shit is not worth it. Like, no, I do not care. If you don't follow me on TikTok, you better go now, because I told a story over there about how this company reached out and they offered me like, oh, you can make up to $70,000 in 1 week. Yes, $70,000 in 1 week, but you have to basically like sell us the rights to your like AI image. You have to send us all these videos. We're gonna recreate like an AI fake version of you, and you can sell like conversations to people. They try to make it seem like, oh, like your girlies and like your fans can, you know, like talk to you and like blah blah blah. And then they send me other links and I look into their other creators that they work with, and it's all virtual girlfriends that are doing extremely explicit things. The first thing that one of those girls' AIs told me when I clicked on it, at first it took me to Telegram, and it was like, hi, welcome to my chatbot, would you like to start? And I put yes, like, okay, let's see what's about to happen. And it told me, oh, like the next message you send is gonna start the like charging. I don't know how you get charged through there though, so like I don't know how that works. It said, oh, I want to recreate your darkest twisted fantasy. I thought we were doing story times and like girl talk through like the chat. Not my camera saying that it's overheating. Let me put baby girl on the AC. Oh no, she's overheating. But no, like all that weird stuff that you guys see, it is true, it happens. Oh my god, the lighting here is so bad. That is not a place I want to live. That is not a place I'm gonna go back to. People keep asking me, make music, make music. How do I make music and become successful doing it without like having to go to Hollywood and having to make connections? Last time I tried to make a song, shit got weird. Shit is just like really weird out there, and that's why I mind my business. People are gonna be like, oh, you live in Las Vegas, you think that's better? Like, that's Sin City. I live on the outside of Las Vegas, okay? Like, I just say Las Vegas because it's like a general area. But yeah, that's just a couple stories. Thanks for sitting and smoking with me and just hanging out. I hope today's video was a little entertaining. I am, like I said, super active on TikTok, so go follow me over there. My camera is flashing that it's about to die. How convenient. I still have so many stories, so I'll definitely do some more like sesh videos, and of course I'll be posting over there as well. But that's it, and I'll see you guys all in another video. Bye.
All the niggas brown.